everyone. My name is Clara Aguilar. I am the marketing manager for Orders in Seconds and your moderator for this webinar today. I'm going to be introducing our speakers and telling you everything we have in store for the webinar topic on 5 strategies for efficient delivery route workflows. Now, how is everyone doing today? Great. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Okay. And now, first, we'd like to welcome everyone to this webinar. As a QuickBooks solution provider, QSP Orders in Seconds has collaborated with QuickBooks to bring you this webinar, where we're going to be sharing tactics for optimizing your fleet management and delivery route workflows to improve your distribution processes. And since it's Halloween season, we also have special treats for everyone who's attending this webinar as well. And you'll learn about that later today, okay? Now let's learn more about our speakers for today. All right, so our speakers today are Frank and Jamie. We're going to start with Jamie. Jamie Delveccio has been with Intuit QuickBooks for 17 years and has worked across multiple sales channels to drive QuickBooks awareness, partnerships, and profitability for the small to mid-market and for Intuit strategic partnerships as well. Jamie directly supports Orders in Seconds in our partnership with Intuit and works with our team to integrate QuickBooks into our products and services for our valued customers. Thank you, Jamie, for being here today. Now, her co-host that many of you may know is Frank Monterrosa. He is our business development manager for Orders in Seconds. Frank graduated with honors and earned his bachelor's degree in marketing and advertising. He participated in many leadership and entrepreneurship courses with more than 15 years experience in customer service, marketing, and sales. Currently, he manages the US and Latin American markets for Orders in Seconds. Thanks, Frank, for joining us today. And a big welcome to both of our speakers as well. Make sure you guys give them a big welcome. You guys can type in the chat, make them feel welcomed, our guests. Then let's get into the agenda for today. Today, we're going to be reviewing some of the challenges faced by wholesale distributors and manufacturers with their delivery tracking and operations. Then we're going to go into discussing the 5 strategies for efficient delivery route workflows. Then you're going to be learning a little bit more about how OIS delivery and QuickBooks as an integrated solution, right? How that benefits your distribution business. Then we're going to go ahead and have a Q&A where you're going to have a chance to ask your specific questions for your business, right? And remember, you don't have to wait till the end. You could just hit the Q&A icon at the bottom of the Zoom screen, and then you can enter your question there. Okay, and then finally, we have some special offers and treats for all our attendees. And this is aside from just being entered into the raffle today, okay, to win the WUSA mobile printer. So make sure you stay till the end and you're going to want to take advantage of these deals. So let's get started. So Frank, let's get started with reviewing some of the pain points and challenges faced by distributors with their delivery operations and workflows. All right, Frank, go ahead, take it away.
Also, we're increasing what challenges, the challenges that we're just covering today. So they were receiving, and this is the things that I'm bringing this point. They were receiving more calls from dissatisfied customers due to the challenges that we just seeing right there in the screen. And what happened is this. We, at the end, we concluded that this was due to 2 things. The first one is a lack of proper controls. And that's what's happening, right? When you're growing, sometimes you lose control of those type of things. And the second thing is not using the right system for the delivery operation. So that's crucial, guys. So nowadays, it has become more frequent for some customers to raise concerns about these challenges that I just highlighted. When the delivery operation is small, I believe, limited control might be, could be maintained. But as the number of delivery grows, it becomes more complex. You guys are experiencing that pretty much all the time. So that's the right time to start seeking for solutions. So let's go to the next slide, Clara, please. So now, look, with this second topic, we're going to be covering the 5 strategies for efficient delivery route workflows. Let's go to the next one, Clara, please. Okay, so if you guys are here, it's because two things. It is likely because you are either experiencing some of the challenges we just discussed, or you want to proactively prevent these issues from affecting your business. Today, I will be sharing some strategies that can make your delivery processes more efficient and streamlined. So the first one, as you can see on the left side, capturing accurate delivery addresses. Look, that's so crucial for the distribution industry. Ensuring that the delivery addresses are captured correctly is crucial for better planning and reducing errors. Accurate data allows for most operation and minimizes delays and missed deliveries. So the second strategy that I would like to share with you guys is route optimization software. Look, this is so important. And again, utilizing route optimization tools help you find more efficient paths for your deliveries, saving time, fuels, and costs while improving overall customer satisfaction. And the third one, it might not be, or you guys might be already doing it. I see many distributors that are capturing the signature manually whenever they're doing the delivery, but implementing a proof of delivery system is so crucial because it provides accountability and transparency, not only for you guys, because this ensures both businesses and customers that deliveries have been completely successfully. And the fourth strategy that I would like to share with you guys is route planning software. Having a route planning software, this type of software allows you, for strategic planning of delivery routes, taking into account different variables, right? Like traffic, delivery windows, etc. This will ensure a well-organized and efficient delivery process. And the last one, no less important, integrated solution. So implementing and integrating solutions that combine all aspects of the accounting. That's why we have joined forces with QuickBooks. So combining all the aspects of the accounting to delivery process, from planning to execution. So this type of solutions provide real-time visibility, improved communication, and enable a smoother operation by connecting different parts of the delivery chain. So this, Clara, can we go to the next one, please? Okay. So now, at this point, we will address this following question. And this is the main reasons that you guys are here today. So the question is this: how does the OIS delivery plus QuickBooks Advanced solution benefit your wholesale distribution industry, right? So let me show you briefly how it works. So let's go to the next slide. Look, this is basically how it works. In this slide, we can see how the OIS solution has joined forces with QuickBooks to bring you a fully integrated, comprehensive solution. With the OIS delivery solution that we're going to see how it works and how it can benefit your business, we will cover the following aspects. The delivery OIS delivery solution will cover delivery tracking and scheduling. So these are the points, as you can see, are the same challenges that we were talking before, right? So the OIS covers delivery tracking and scheduling, real-time invoice updates. That's crucial. Look, that's crucial for you guys that are doing manual invoices. And the other thing, which is a challenge as well, proof of delivery. That's so important. Mobile print and integration. So meaning that we are compatible with different, mobile printers with different brands. Later on, if you guys have questions about the hardware that we support, you guys can type it in on the chat. And unlimited live phone support. This is again so important for us because it's one of our pillars, making sure that you guys always get to talk to someone whenever you guys need any assistance, and integrate with QuickBooks Online. So I would say that that's the most important things, because remember, having a one integrated solution will help you enhance financial accuracy by integrating QuickBooks Online Advanced, financial data from the delivery operation. What data? The invoices, the payments, the credit memos will automatically sync, leading to more accurate accounting, invoicing, and reporting, which is really crucial. So at this moment, I'm gonna let Jamie tell you a little bit more about the QuickBooks. But guys, this is so important because you can have everything in one integrated solution. Jamie?
Yeah, that's the most exciting part, right, Frank, is that it really becomes one solution, even though they're two different products, because of the strong integration that you have with QuickBooks. So when you're using it, it almost just feels like one application, right? One software. And listen, at the end of the day, right, you're in business to do your wholesale distribution. You're not in business to be an accountant or bookkeeper, right? So that's why the strong integration with QuickBooks Online is so important, because no one wants to waste their time entering data into QuickBooks after you've been working all day, right? And making your deliveries and running your business. So I think the auto sync of the invoices and the payments into QuickBooks Online from the OIS delivery app is really, really key. So that's going to save you hours a month in just that manual data entry that you're probably doing right now, right? Or you're probably doing it either in desktop, you may be doing it in a different product or Excel. I mean, if we could give you back 10 hours a month, how could you reinvest that back into, optimizing your distribution business, right? So you'll generate the final invoice and you'll accept payments in the OIS delivery app, and it will automatically sync to QuickBooks Online. And that would be, any type of credit card payment as well as net payments today. So I think that that's pretty cool. ACH payments are also going to be really critical for you in QuickBooks Online, right? Because you may not be doing cash on delivery, right? You may have someone that has a credit limit. You may have a client that has a credit limit, right? And so you want to immediately authorize a payment for them. And so with QuickBooks Online, you can immediately authorize a payment for them, for any clients, I should say, that have a credit limit, so that you don't have to wait, days and days to make sure that the client has funds to pay their invoice, right? You don't have to go to the bank, deposit the check, wait for the bank to clear it. You can immediately accept that payment in QuickBooks. So there's no excuse to get a delayed payment from a customer again, which is really cool. A lot of people are not aware, but QuickBooks Online also does payroll, right? And so not only can we track all of the financials and have that sync with OIS delivery, but you can pay your W-2 or your independent drivers directly out of QuickBooks Online, which is great. It's going to save you a lot of money versus outsourcing it. And with QuickBooks Online, Intuit does the payroll for you. So it's kind of like having an accountant, but at a very, very small fraction of the cost. And again, it's all in one software, just like your experience with OIS delivery and QuickBooks Online would be. So you don't have like a separate login, a separate website, a separate company that you have to go to deal with payroll. It's all going to be with OIS and the OIS delivery app bundle. And inventory is a big thing too, right? So if you're going to be using QuickBooks for inventory, for whatever reason, you can easily manage your inventory levels and profit and loss from anywhere. Because remember, QuickBooks Online is web-based as well, right? In addition to OIS. If you're using desktop, you're probably driving back to the office, or you're calling someone and trying to figure out what your inventory levels are, so you don't have that issue with QuickBooks Online Advanced. And at the end of the day, right, you're also going to get that really great reporting that's going to help you understand your profit and loss, and help you understand the health of your business, so that you can keep on making those decisions to grow.
Perfect. Thank you for that valuable information, Jamie. Let me show you. Here comes the exciting part. Let me show you how it works, so that way you guys can see,
I'm
how
excited, Frank. I'm excited.
how we're talking about integrated solutions. So the way that this works is very simple. Look, the system is composed by three main components. The first one, as you can see on the left side, is QuickBooks, right? In this case, QuickBooks Online. QuickBooks Online has it specifically designed for accounting, which they do it perfectly. I don't know any other accounting system that do it better than QuickBooks. So the second component is what we call the OIS. The second component is what we call the OIS. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yes. Yes, yes.
Okay, the second component is what we call the OIS central system. And the OIS central system is a CRM, right? A customer relationship management system that is the perfect, that is the perfect complement, fully integrated with QuickBooks that allows you to be more efficient to manage that logistic distribution. So one of the things is this, and this is basically what is so important. QuickBooks is specifically designed for accounting, right? OIS is specifically designed for distribution. So QuickBooks and OIS is the right complement in order to manage the entire distribution industry. As you know, QuickBooks is limited in the distribution part because it hasn't been designed for distribution. Like in our case, our CRM system has fully designed for distribution. So all the limitations that you have in QuickBooks, you will be able to cover them right here. That's why we say it's a fully integrated solution that you can handle the entire business operation with it. And the third component is the mobile apps. In this case, for the delivery guys, that is going to be able to take the app and do all the deliveries. But now on, let's move to the next slide. Let's see it in real time. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to show you the second component, or let me show you. Let me share my screen right now. Can you guys see my screen right now?
Yes. Yes, we can.
Okay. So right now what I'm showing is QuickBooks, right? QuickBooks Online Advanced. And the second component is the admin web portal, which is the central system. So I'm going to log in with the central system and look what's going to happen. Once you log into the central system, look, you're going to have full visibility of what's going on with your business from the distribution perspective. So what's going to happen here? You're going to see all the orders that are coming in real time. As you guys know, from the distribution industry, you may have different channels, right? You may have sales rep in the field, you may have customers placing orders. So don't matter what the channel you're using, all the orders have to come to the central system, so that way you can start assigning all those transactions to the delivery guy. But also the system also gonna give you all the visibility for the sales, how they're moving daily, weekly, monthly. And what's gonna happen is this. From here, look, I'm gonna do the entire workflow from the order gets started, from the sales perspective until it gets delivered. So from now on, see myself as one of the sales rep out there in the field, assuming that some of you have sales rep in the field. So let's take a look at this. Look, I got my phone right here, and I'm going to put myself as one of the sales rep in the field. So what I'm going to do is this. Look, let me know if you guys are seeing my screen right now.
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go to the mobile app. I will do it quickly because this is not the main reason to show you the mobile app for the sales rep. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to open the app. This is exactly what you're going to see. I'm going to go to the customers, and I'm going to select one of the customers that I have right here. So I'm going to select this JMC. So I'm going to have it. Look, the data that you're seeing right here is the exact same data that you have in QuickBooks. So the customer's address, the customer balance, what was the last transaction that you have created, and when was the last time you have visited the store. So like in this case, I'm going to select that one, click on create a new order. And what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to go quickly to select a few items. Let's say I need that one for this. And also let me choose this one. I'm going to put the quantity. Once I have the order ready, $1,384.08. So I can go ahead and go to the checkout, double check that you're creating the order again from the sales perspective. So once I have created the order, I will go ahead and submit it. So what's going to happen? Again, I'm going to go to the main back office and you're going to be able to see all the orders that are coming in from the different sales rep in the field. Some of you might be saying, hey, look, Frank, but I don't have any sales rep in the field. It doesn't matter because as I was saying before, we have the capability to integrate it with different channels. So if you don't have sales rep in the field, you also may have inside sales, meaning you have people in the office that are receiving orders and you will be collecting the orders right here. So if you notice in real time, all the orders will be coming in. So also we can empower some of your customers to use mobile app, being able to scan the items directly from the store, from the supermarket, and all of them will be arriving to this web portal. So what's going to happen is this. Look, if I scroll down to where it says route stop, let's go ahead and click on it. When you have this view, this is what's going to happen. In this view, you're going to know in real time what's going on with all the deliveries that you have. So again, you're getting all the orders from the different sources, right? From the different sales channel. And we can do two type of things. Let me show you this. Let me show you this because this is crucial. We can assign the delivery routes automatically, or we can do it manually. If we want to do it automatically, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to predefine that delivery truck for each of the customers that you have already into the system, right? And what the system is going to do is this. It's going to take that, see what it says, ship day, that delivery day. So that way, once you have the predefined truck in the delivery day, automatically will generate this, the route stop. So basically, you're going to have for visibility without you doing anything manually, the routes that they're going to be delivered. But in this case, let me go ahead and do it manually. So that way, you know exactly what's going to happen. If you notice, I'm going to click on the right upper corner where it says new, and I would say, hey, look, I am preparing the delivery for today's or for tomorrow, right? You have the planner, the warehouse manager could be, or whoever you have assigned to do this task. And what's going to happen here? See what it says truck? You can look for the truck. Right there will be displayed all the trucks that you have available, all the truck that you have in the company. You can look for the truck number because we can, specify a code. Or you can look for the truck name. Like in this case, I'm gonna select this one for the sample data, which is the QBO delivery. And look right here where it says ship date, even though they may have different delivery dates, since I'm doing it manually, I can define which one I'm going to be assigning and for what ship date. Like in this case, for the demo purposes, I'm going to select today's date, which is the 8th, right? And once you have selected, look, click on the add transactions. Once I click on add transactions, all the orders, the same orders, right, that are coming from the different channels, from the different sales channels, this is the exact same one that I just created. Remember, JMC for this amount, this is the one that I created from the sales perspective. So what's going to happen is this. You can select all the transactions, or you can select just the ones that you're going to be assigning to that truck that you just selected. Another way that you can do it is you have different filters, right? Let's say you already have a predefined delivery truck, but if for some reason that truck got, they're not going to be able to cover that route, you can just grab all the ones that they have already pre-assigned and assign it to a different delivery truck. So that's why we leave it manually, or we can do it automatically. So like in this case, look, I have selected all the 4 transactions that I have right here. And I'm saying, look, this is going to be delivered for today's date. So what I'm going to do is this, click on assign, and automatically all those transactions are going to be assigned to the delivery truck name, QBO delivery. Look, this is another thing that is important. You as a planner may say, hey, look, but the addresses are, and that's why we were talking about the accuracy of the addresses. So you may say, hey, look, this JMC needs to be visited first. So you can start sorting how you would like this to be displayed on their mobile app, so that way you make it more efficient for them. So like in this case, if I click on enter, if you notice, I selected this one. You can also click on the map, so that way you can see the route, see what it says map route. So in this case, look, once I have assigned it, I'm going to click on save, and these transactions are already assigned to who? To the delivery truck. From this point, you can do two things. You can either do some processes manually. Look, if I click right here where it says print summary, what's going to happen is this. The system is going to give you all that information for all the items that needs to be loaded to the delivery truck. Remember, I already assigned all the 4 transactions to the delivery guy, but someone or the people in the warehouse needs to load the truck with the merchandise, so that way they can do the delivery. So at this point, look, we can create the dispatch settlement sheet. So that way you can do it, you can print it out and say, hey, look, this is basically what this route, that QBO delivery should take in order to do all the deliveries. So you can do it manually, right? 12, 1, 8 of all the items that he's going to take. Or you can use another solution that is called OIS inventory in order to do it, with a barcode scanner. So that way you don't have to, do it manually. So that will be up to you. So what's going to happen at this point? All these orders, take a look at this. I'm going to go back to the route stop. And now it's telling me, hey, for today's date, you have already the QBO delivery for today's dates to be delivered, and the status is in transit, meaning that at this point, the merchandise has already been loaded. So what's going to happen? Let me put myself as one of the delivery guys, like in this case, the QBO delivery. So again, take a look at my phone, and I'm going to go ahead and project it. If you guys have any questions during this process, you guys can, do it on the Q&A session, so that way we can answer all the questions that you guys may have. Let me know if you guys are seeing the screen right now.
Yeah, correct, guys. If you have questions, you don't have to wait till the end. You guys can just click the Q&A icon, and you guys can submit your questions now, okay?
Perfect. So following the flow, all the orders have been assigned to the delivery guy. So in this case, I'm going to open the delivery app. And what you need to do every time that you're going to go out to do the delivery, you need to do like a quick synchronization. So whenever you do this, start syncing all the transactions that have been loaded from the warehouse and have been assigned to you guys are going to be already here. So at this point, look, here comes the interesting part. Another thing is this. You can use an iPhone, you can use an iPad, you can use a tablet. So if I go right here where it says delivery, take a look at this. Here are the exact same options, deliveries that you have scheduled for this guy. So at this point, if you notice, it has the company's name, the company's address. And if I click right here on the map, I will be able to say, hey, look, these are the transactions that I need to deliver. So that way you make it more efficient for them. This is so important. Whenever you guys are doing delivery, having access to the map, you might say, hey, look, this is the first one that I need to visit because it's closer from where I am, right? So you can click on it, and once you click on it, you tap on the name of the store, and it would say, hey, look, this is the name of the store, this is the address. When you're doing the delivery, it could happen a couple of scenarios, right? One of the scenarios might be this. Hey, look, I want to make sure that they have any open invoices, so that way I can collect payments from previous invoices. That's one of the things. The other thing is this. If you want to take a look at the details about the stores, you will be able to see who is the contact person. That's important because whenever you're doing the delivery, you got to make sure that you have the right person to call just in case they're not in the office or in the warehouse, right? You can also call them directly. You can put their cell phone number, email address, the GPS where they're located, and some other notes that are important for the delivery guy. So another scenario that may happen is this. Look, whenever you're doing the delivery, they might say, hey, look, last time you bring me a product that it was damaged, it was missing. So you can create a credit memo in return directly from here before you do the delivery. Or another scenario could be that they say, hey, look, today we're not going to receive and this is undelivered. They asked me to come back at different time, but this is a good thing. Every time that they select any of this reason that the merchandise was not delivered, we're going to be able to capture them through GPS. So that way you are 100% know that they actually visited the store. So let's go back to the transactions, right? So you have that transactions right there. Let's go ahead and select another customers. So I'm going to go to the one that I created. Remember JMC distribution? This is the one that I created from the sales perspective. So in this case, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to click on. So again, when I created the order, I created a sales order. When I send it to the main back office system, automatically generated a delivery document for the delivery driver, right? So like in this case, I got that delivery document, the total that needs to be delivered. And when I click on it, it'll ask me, hey, do you want to see the details of what needs to be delivered? Or you would like to go ahead and convert this transaction into a final invoice. So if you notice, look, we have different type of configurations. If you notice, it's saying, hey, the delivery quantity is 2, and it's already highlighted the quantity. This is just in the case that you guys don't want to go over. Let's say if this would be a 30 line items orders. I mean, it would be really difficult to go into the 30 line items to start selecting the quantity. So at this point, you can do 2 things. You can double check that this item right there, it's already there. And so that way you can do the delivery, right? Or you can also use one of the barcode scanner, and by just scanning the item, you will double check. Look, if I click on scan, I will be able just to scan the item. I will be able just to scan the item and double check that the delivery quantity matches with the delivery, the delivery quantity matches with what's ordered previously. So once you have it ready, let's say if this one, for some reasons, you don't have that item or you don't have the 5 that that you're supposed to be delivered because one of them was damaged, you can change the quantity, right? So in this case, when I go to checkout, I would double check that I'm creating the final invoice directly for this store. It will make me a reminder that they owe me money, so that way I can collect the payment. Also, I can put any comments and say testing. Let's put testing right there as a comment. You can collect any comment. You can also capture signature. Like in this case, I would say Frank is approving this final invoice that I'm generating. Look, this is important. Whenever you guys are doing delivery, especially whenever you guys are delivering to supermarket, before you generate the final documents, if you notice where it says invoice number, we haven't created the final invoice yet. Because some of the supermarkets, usually what they ask you is this, hey, can you give me the exactly what you're gonna be invoicing me? So that way you can give the details, print it out, and give it to them because what usually the supermarkets do is they grab the document and they start generating the receiving document into their system. So another way that could be done is by doing this. You can share the document before you print it out, so that way you're not wasting so much paper directly from the field. You can say, hey, look, this is the invoice that I just creating right now. This is the total. You can go ahead and share this document with the purchasing department, from the supermarket. You can use WhatsApp, Skype, Instagram, Telegram, or you can also print it out from this option right there in case you want to print it out. Once you get the confirmation from the supermarket that that's exactly, because in some cases, they request to add or remove items, quantity, whatever. If at this point, since I haven't approved it yet, I can go ahead and do some other changes. So like in this case, I can go back and say, hey, look, this one that they ordered 4, I'm going to add only 3 because they don't want the 4, right? Let's assume that case. So let's go back to the checkout. And if I click on approve, look, it's going to give me a warning and say, changes are not allowed after invoice is approved, because once you approve the document, like the accounting system, there's no way that you can delete it. You can void it. Let's go ahead and approve the document. Automatically generated the reference number or the sequence number that is assigned to the delivery truck. So now take a look at this. Once you have the final invoice created, you only have the option to void this document, because again, you cannot delete it. If you void it, the system is going to generate the sequence number, and you as an administrator will know if that document was voided and what was the reason that it was voided. Or the other thing is this: you already created a final invoice and you are collecting the payment. So when you're collecting the payment, this is the final, the total amount that needs to be collected. You can go ahead and say, hey, look, I'm going to be receiving cash, I'm going to be receiving check, this is going to be done through credit card. Like in this case, I'm going to say that it's cash, and I will also collect the signature, making sure that they're paying with the credit card. I can go ahead and click on save and take a look what's going to happen. Once I have it ready, now if I go ahead and print the final invoice, it's going to say that you already collecting the payment. So what's going to happen? He finished. Once he finished, he will go ahead and synchronize. So what's going to happen? That people in the warehouse, the admin person in the warehouse, will have full visibility of what's going on. So now if I go back to the document, remember that I generated 2 documents, right? I generated the invoice and I collected the payment. So what's going to happen in the office? Take a look at this. In the office, you're going to know that new invoices are coming in real time. So you as admin person will know exactly what's happening. Hold on, give me just a second.
Okay. Frank, I just want to mention, because we're at 141 now, so just keep that in mind, that's all.
Okay, perfect. If you notice, if you notice, that invoice that I just created, it's already here. This is the exact invoice that was generated from the sales rep. It was done, it was loaded in the truck on the warehouse, and it was assigned to the delivery guy. The delivery guy generated a final document, and it's already here. But what's going to happen? Now the document, remember, invoice JMC for 1200-0694. So if I go to my QuickBooks, I'm going to be able to see that invoice. Okay, let me log into my QuickBooks quickly. Then I'm going to be finishing right there. So that way you can see the entire flow. So in this case, I got QuickBooks Advanced. Take a look at this. This is the beauty of having integrated solutions. So if I come right here to the all sales. So do you see right here? You're seeing the JNC distribution 1200-0694, which is the invoice that I just created, but it's saying that it has already been paid. So when I go to the document, inside the document of the, I will be able to say that this, look, every time that we collect a payment from the field, always will specify that is undeposited funds, because once they come back, right? You want to ask, hey, where's my money? Where's my money? So that way you can change the status, right? But everything is going to be same. the invoices, the payment, and also the credit memos and return. I didn't cover the credit memos and return because of the time, but if you guys have any question, I will be more than happy to give you answers. So that's pretty much with the live demo, Clara. Sorry, I
Yeah,
took more
thank
than what I was expecting, but it's
It's a lot of good stuff to share. I know, guys, but we'll let you know. We're going to be posting a link in the chat. So if you guys are interested and have questions about the demo, if you guys want the demo again, definitely we're going to post the link in the chat so you guys can fill that out and get more information, okay? To get more information, our team will reach out to you. So I just want to make sure, let me see. You guys, let me see, my screen is loading right now. Just give me 1 second.
I want to see if I want the rifle, Clara.
You want the what?
The rifle.
Oh, the raffle? Oh,
The,
yeah. Oh, okay.
the
No, those are for the customers only attendees. Customers only. Okay. All right, guys, so we're gonna get into our live Q&A now. So I did see a couple of questions that came through, so I'm gonna start reading them now. Okay, first question, and we're gonna do about like 10 minutes because I know we're trying to keep within the 1 to 2, so we might go a little bit over, but let's get started with the Q&A, okay? All right, so the
Okay.
first question, Frank, is okay, it says, I didn't understand how when you open the Google Maps to organize the routes, if that's automatic or if you have to do that manually.
No, well, if you're the planner using the OIS Central, assigning all the transactions to the delivery guy, that's manually, right? So you guys know based on the addresses, that's why it's so important. Remember on the strategies that we were talking to have the accurate addresses, so that way you can assign and say, hey, look, we're located here. So it doesn't make sense that this is gonna be the first one to be visited, but that's done manually.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Patricia. I hope that answered your question. Okay. Next question is from Sahari Moreno. Can drivers do discounts on the invoice? Examples for percentages.
Oh yeah, definitely. We can specify different rules for the delivery guy, similar to a DSD, direct store delivery, right? If you say whenever they're doing the delivery, this you can apply a specific discount by percentage, or you can do it by amount. So you can, if you allow them to do those changes, they will be able to do it. We can also, let me answer another question. You can also apply discount if they're early paying. Let's say this customer is on net 15, but they're gonna pay you in advance. You can apply even a discount if you allow them to do that as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. I hope that answered your question, Sahari. Okay, the next question is from Fernando. It sounds like there's a tighter integration between OIS and QuickBooks Online than QuickBooks Desktop. So the question is, it sounds like there's a tighter integration between OIS QuickBooks Online than with QuickBooks Desktop.
But I would say that we
What do you
have
think?
integration with desktop and online, but the thing is this: all our main efforts are more oriented to QuickBooks Online because we know QuickBooks is heading on that direction. So we're following QuickBooks steps in order to be more efficient. So again, if you're using QuickBooks Desktop, we still have the capability to integrate it, but we recommend to consider QuickBooks Online because it's definitely a great option to do. Jamie, I don't know if you would like to add a little bit on it.
Yeah, no, I think you did a great job stating that like Intuit is really going in the direction of QuickBooks Online. So Fernando, with OIS, there's a lot of functionality that is going to be taken out of QuickBooks altogether, right? So when you use OIS for inventory, you use it for delivery and things like that, you really only need QuickBooks for just like the basic financials. So that takes the need for you to have, one of our big desktop products away. And like Frank said, we are doing away with desktop. So we actually no longer sell many of our desktop products any longer. So QuickBooks Online is going to be sort of what you want to plan to do. The great thing is that OIS is a QuickBooks partner, and so they can do the QuickBook Online consultation with you, kind of look at how you're using desktop. And if you're not on QuickBooks Online already, they can help you make that transition. So we work very closely together.
Thank you,
Awesome.
Jay.
And then there was a second part to Fernando's questions. He asked, are the invoice numbers the same between OIS and QuickBooks?
Definitely, there's two ways that we can set up that sequence number. If you're already using QuickBooks Online and you already have a sequence number, let's say you are in 10,000 something, right, in QuickBooks. So basically what we do is this: every time that we generate a document, like an invoice from our system, it will follow the sequence that you have already in QuickBooks. In some of the cases, some people say, hey, look, I'm going to assign a specific sequence to each of my drivers, so that way I can know, let's say route number 1, R1, 1000, R2, we can follow our sequence, or we can follow QuickBooks sequence. So it's up to you. Whenever we do the configuration, we ask you that question, so that way we configure that way that you need it.
Okay. Okay, and then I have another question. Some sellers send 3 or more orders a day from the same customer. Can the central OIS administrator merge them into a single order?
Usually that doesn't happen very often, to be receiving different orders from the same customer, unless they're creating the orders from different departments, right? From the process department, especially for the supermarket. But if that's the case, I'm sorry, in our software, before you send it over to the warehouse personnel, you can merge them if you would like to do it that way. But most of the time, when you're collecting orders from different departments, they don't want to merge them. They want to keep them separate. But the answer is yes. If you want to merge them, you can do it. If you want to keep them separated, that's the way that they're going to be delivered.
Okay, and Andrea, she had a question about payroll. How does payroll work from orders and seconds to QuickBooks? I know that's kind of probably like a big open-ended question. But just
I
in
would say,
general, like
before Jamie answers, the answer is this: we don't handle we don't handle payroll. The thing is that by having the two solutions combined, the payroll, it would be easier in QuickBooks, because you don't have to be retyping all the documents, the invoices, the credit, the payment, because everything is going to be done in QuickBooks. Would you like to add a little bit on that, Jamie?
Yeah, that's a great question. So QuickBooks will be your source of truth, and that's going to be where all of your items, including your employees, will be set up. And so, yeah, you can pull in job costing, right, or cost from OIS to QuickBooks to apply toward specific jobs, but payroll will only be done in QuickBooks Online. So it's part of QuickBooks Online. And it's very, very easy to do. Like I said earlier, it's not a separate system that you have to log into. It's just a service that we activate directly in QuickBooks Online. So it makes it so much easier to manage.
okay, perfect. Thank you for that answer. And guys, this is it. We're gonna close out the Q&A now, just to be able to get through the presentation, to not go too past the hour.
Fernando
Yeah.
is on fire.
Fernando's on fire. Yeah. And I saw a question from Miriam too. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to take these questions down and we're going to be contacting you directly. Okay. To speak to you directly. You could also, like, again, I'm going to be putting a link to a form in the chat too. And you guys could fill out that form too if you guys had additional questions too. But we're definitely going to get your and your questions answered. Okay. All right, guys. So we're going to continue. Okay, so how easy, Frank, is it to get started if somebody was interested in OIS delivery and QuickBooks Online Advanced solution? How easy is it to get started?
Look, it's really easy. If you are already using QuickBooks Online or QuickBooks Desktop, but our recommendation is QuickBooks Online. We give you a demo. We understand exactly your specific needs are, and then we're going to configure it the way that you need it. In a couple of days, you could be totally configured. All the things that you saw today, we're going to be able to cover them. And again, remember, we're not only covering the delivery part, pre-sales, DSD, all the different modules that we support in OIS. So it's really easy. So fill out the form if you guys are interested, and we can, get in touch so that way we can guide you through.
Absolutely, guys. And I just posted the link in the chat, guys. So you guys can click on that. You guys can fill out the form, and then we'll get back to you, okay? A team member will be reaching out to you, okay, to answer any questions you may have. All right, guys. So here come the treats for everybody, okay? This is a special offer. This is a limited time offer we have for everyone that attended this webinar, okay? Right now, we're running a promotion where if you sign up for QBO Plus or QBO Advanced, you get the first month free, okay? Plus, you get OIS deliveries starting at $199 a month. And the biggest part to this deal is that you also get the OIS setup support, which is valued at $2,000. You're going to get this at a fraction of the cost, which is 75% off for $499, guys. And what is included in the support is that you get help with the integration between OIS delivery and QBO. You get the setup fee is included in this. That alone is covering for the $499. You get help with the product setup, with the pricing setup, with inventory, with migration. If you're thinking of moving from desktop to QBO2, you're going to get help with that. Because what happens is the difference, right, with this bundle and why it's such a great value is that if you go to QuickBooks Now and you sign up, basically you get the software, but it's up to you to set everything up. Like they're not going to hold your hand. They're not going to answer those questions. And that's where we come in. That's where we provide that value to you. We've worked with many distributors before, right? And we're here to help. We're here to answer those questions. And you can't beat this deal, guys. Okay, so again, this deal is running for the month of October. Okay, so make sure you guys get on it. And you guys know our customer service. If you guys are our customers, we're top notch. You can go on Google, you can read the reviews for yourself. Okay, guys. So if you guys are ready to scale, we're ready to help, okay? So fill out the form. I posted the link in the chat. Fill out that form, and if you're interested or just have questions, our team can reach out to you, okay? All right. Plus, guys, besides everyone being entered into this raffle to win the i450 Wusa mobile printer, whoever does win, right, is going to get a free 2-year warranty, inclusive of the battery, which is not really, that's like a big deal because that's not normal for the mobile printing industry. They usually give you a year and it's not inclusive of the battery. And if anyone was interested in mobile printing, we are partners with Woosum, and these benefits do apply if you are interested in a mobile printer. So definitely, fill out the form, like I said before, and you guys, team member will reach out to you with any questions that you guys have, okay? And then the winner is going to be announced next week. So make sure you check your inbox for that, okay? And good luck, everyone. All right, guys, if you're interested in connecting with Frank, here is his email and his phone number. You could also connect with him on LinkedIn and make sure you send him that connection request and let him know you saw this presentation, right? Okay, and that's it for today. I can't believe we ended before time. I was like worried we were gonna go over time, but we ended before time, guys. But this is not to say that we want to rush you guys. We're gonna answer your questions. Since we have a couple of minutes, we could answer other questions if you.
Let me answer Fernando's last questions.
Sure, go
About
ahead. Yeah.
the OIS sales app, see the inventory stack. Definitely, based on the module that you're seeing it. If you're seeing it from the sales perspective, I mean from the pre-sales, you will be able to see the availability that you have in QuickBooks. directly from the field. If you're seeing it from the DSD, direct store delivery, as you know, QuickBooks do not have multiple inventories, but in our system, you have the flexibility to create virtual warehouses, so that way you can assign that inventory to each of the truck driver, like in this case, the delivery guys, and they will be able to see the real inventory that they have in the truck. So yeah, the answer is yes, Fernando.
Great, great, great. So guys, I hope that answered everyone's question. And again, if you guys have questions, please let us know. We're here to help. That's all for today, guys. We want to thank everyone for joining this webinar, all our customers, our guests, our Jamie and Frank, anyone who joined from Facebook, our guests from Facebook and LinkedIn. Just letting you know that we're going to continue to have webinars like this because we want to help your business. We want to get that information to you because if you guys win, we all win, right? So we're holding these webinars monthly. Make sure you check your inbox for the upcoming webinars. In August, we had another webinar with QuickBooks, and it was on the topic of how to minimize your warehouse order picking errors and keep your customers happy. If you missed that, you guys can get it on our YouTube channel. You guys can review that on our YouTube channel, and I'll post the link to our YouTube channel in the chat right now. So if you guys wanted to visit to see the other webinars. And then at the end of this webinar, guys, there's a survey. So let us know how we're doing. Let us know if there's any topics that you're interested in learning more about. We're here for you. So we want to hear from you, okay? So as soon as the webinar closes out, the survey will pop up. All right, so thank you for joining us today and have a great day, everyone, okay? Happy Halloween, spooky season
Hey,
too.
thank you. Thank you, everybody.